BEERUN, beer run. BEERUN, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5, or a car and a key and a sober driver. BEERUN, beer run.
Yeah, top of the morning to you. As you can see from the title, this is a before breakfast look, and as promised, we're going to be looking at Daybreak 4-grain breakfast brew, an ale brewed with honey and milk sugar, made in Texas by Texans. Brewed and canned by Martin House Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas. And I do not see an alcohol content. We get to play the alcohol game. Kind of like some of you guys yesterday. Every time I supposedly said Corlander, someone had a drink, and a couple of you paid the price because I decided to retaliate in the comments. Corlander, 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 Corlander. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'd like to thank Heffy67. Does a good video chat. Except for, I don't know, I got up to grab another beer or something and came back and you were gone. But I guess you older folks gotta get your sleep. Okay, we'll be running this one in my flavor enhancing glass. I have to honestly admit I expected to see, I guess it is an ale. For some reason I just expected to see it being a little bit darker. 4-grain breakfast brew. Maybe in Texas you guys just pop a beer at 7 a.m. and it doesn't really, well, it doesn't really matter. I think one Birdman just went to bed. I tell you, knowing what Schlitz tastes like, I kind of wanted to gag just watching you drink that. But at least you got the Corona save in there. Okay, as you can see, it had good carbonation. It's a little hazy. Had some good head. It's a pint, so there's still more to put in here. And I have had nothing, including toothpaste, because I didn't want it to affect this, like say toothpaste and orange juice, for instance, something like that. Okay. Have this and then go to breakfast. You know, I might even, maybe for the fun of it, I might even get a double tap in today. Maybe we'll still look at that L. Steinberg dark lager later on. Plenty of day. So many good ones sitting there. Forgot to look for the toy surprise. Four-grain breakfast brew. Well, another put 2 and 2 together. First of all, it said ale. Here we got floaties. It said ale, so obviously it's not a stout. Duh. And the fact that it's made with 4 different grains, it has a very, very, very nice, just did 2 berries in a row, hate that. It has a very nice bread. It's kind of a weird one. It's like that initial, as you're taking a taste of it, it's like, this probably isn't going to be all that good. kind of a heavy, earthy, you know, not something skunky like a Schlitz malt liquor or anything like that, but kind of a heavy earthiness right up front, and you're like going, really? Especially for breakfast, and then that just like gives away all to that bread and smooth, maybe a little caramel, you know, the sugar probably. Where's the honey? Maybe I'm just, oh, there it is. So I don't know if there's a little caramel in there or not, but right on the end, the finish, you notice the honey. Oh yeah. Liking it, man. Liking it. Another one from a can. Daybreak. Sure I'm not missing it on here somewhere. Alcohol. No. Okay, well, I'm up. I'm up for the game. Oh yeah, that bread and honey right on the very end. Kind of like the dynamics of it's almost like it's like a Texan messing with you. Right in the beginning, you're like going, "Ooh, this is going to be overly earthy, maybe just a little too heavy. Why do you want to have this first thing in the morning?" For those people that do that kind of thing, and then it just mellows out. Ooh, here we go, a little better, Birdman. Kind of all mellows out into the grains and the breadiness of it with that really nice. I still think there might be some caramel or something there, but a really nice that honey end. But it's not a sweet beer by any means. I mean, you'd never confuse this with anything like that. It's, you know, it's kind of throws you off when you read honey and milk sugar. I mean, I understand what milk is and I know what sugar is, but milk sugar, I don't know where else in food do they use milk sugar. I guess something else to do the research on. Alcohol. Yeah, I kind of like that. This is very unlike anything else I've really had, and I would definitely put it on to give it a try. Do you have to have it at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning? No, I'm pretty sure you could have it anytime. As a matter of fact, it'd almost be kind of cool to try it. You know, like right now, having had nothing, your taste buds are at their most sensitive. Alcohol percentage. I think I notice it in there, and when I think I notice it, I usually tag it somewhere in the 5.5. I think it's probably at least a 5. Yeah, that. It's not really hoppy or anything up front, but that initial that front end has definitely a bitterness and almost a subtle dryness to it, which again, honey, milk sugar, your brain is like messing with you, saying, okay, it's probably going to be very, very creamy and sweet, and it's not. It has a fairly bitter front end to it, and dry. Then it just kind of kicks in with those bread flavors and just a touch of honey on the end, and spanks you on your ass and sends you off for the day. Yeah, I'd get this again. Maybe even have another one if I had it right now. On the E scale, once again, this is almost one of those ones that kind of falls in its weird little category, you know. I'm really kind of liking it right now. I'd say probably the biggest thing that if someone out there goes, well, I went to the liquor store and I found that, and because Eric said to give it a try, I did, and well, this is what I don't like about it. What you're not going to like about it is that upfront kind of a bitter dryness. But if you like that, but it's not like a, a crappy pilsner or something like that. It's not a rusty. It's just not. It's not really pinning. If I can like give it a flavor, it's more like a sensation. You know, it's kind of edgy, kind of earthy, kind of dry, and then it all mellows out with the bread, and that subtle taste of bread and honey on the end of it. Yeah, I'm calling this a 5, just because I would definitely get it again, and it's fairly unique. I don't think I've had anything that even gets close to this as far as the flavors, and like I said, what some of you probably wouldn't like about it is that heavy kind of edgy dryness right at the very beginning of it. It would be interesting to try this, like, you know, in the evening and see how that mellows out versus I'm getting, you know, really kind of sensitive to all the different flavors and stuff right now. But yeah, 5.5. I'm going a 5.5 on the E scale. It was not bad at all, and I think I'm just sticking with my low fives. 5. Yeah, screw it. Just gonna call it a 5 on my guess on the alcohol percentage. And maybe later, depending on how the day shakes out, still might take a look at this today. So do a double tap Saturday. Otherwise, go see if I can get this edited and starting to upload before Ms. Bomi is ready to go down to our, you know, our every morning Saturday hangout. Little awesome little mom and pop shop just down the street. It's kind of cool when you can walk into a place and if they're really busy, you just walk past the front counter and get your own coffee. And remember the first time I did that, I look over and it looked like it's a husband and wife that owns the place, and she's just a really cute Oriental. Her name is Young A, and I walk past her, walk past the cash register, grabbed my cup of coffee and filled it up, and looked over, and it almost looked like she was about to cry, and I'm like, ooh, I didn't mean to piss her off, and I'm like, you okay? And she's just like, oh, it's so great that you feel so at home that you'll just take care of yourself like that. I'm like, oh, okay, good, that went the other way, and she wasn't pissed off that but yeah, it's a cool little place, and they got some really good food. So, maybe not on another one of these yet today. And again, thank you, SC Crash 26, for starting my day off. We'll maybe talk to you guys a little later. So, you guys have a good Saturday. If I don't see you, we'll take a look at that tomorrow. But we might take a look at that yet today. So, yeah, out of here.